Hey everybody, welcome to another itstherbird.com review, and today I'm going to be doing a review of Apple's Aperture, and that is basically a one of their pro applications for photo editing. It's basically the step up from iPhoto, if you haven't really understood what exactly I'm talking about. But it's for photographers who have a ton of photos, and one, they need an easier way to organize them, and two, they need professional editing tools that allow them to tweak every aspect of the photo possible. So let me try and take a project here. I really just kind of started this review without thinking, but why don't I just take, for example, my nature album. I've taken a lot of photos of actually I've taken them at random, and they've turned out really cool, which is the interesting thing. So let's take a couple of these, for example. See what it does. Imported all these from iPhoto, and in iPhoto I only had, well, here's the original and here's the one that it was edited. Now iPhoto did not show this one after I edited it and turned it black and white and added all those effects to it. Now this one shows both ones, so you can edit it and make another copy of it with different settings, which is actually really nice. And if you want to make less, just have one, you can do that too. And for ones that aren't edited, they just show up normal, so it's all good. So let me go find a really cool one that I edited. Not all of these are edited, so you know, if you see me scrolling through these down here, hold on, there are some really cool ones towards the end. Here's one. This one has the original, and with Aperture, I turned that to this. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I did that. I'm going to change this one to something a little more than this. This was edited with iPhoto. I changed this to this. I mean, that looks really cool. I'm not going to lie, I took that on the way home from a trip to the lake. So let's go through how you get something like that. So let's go to the adjustment panels, and you have a very large array of tools here. And they look really complex, but if you just take a random photo that you don't really mind if you screw around with it, and you don't, well, I mean, unless you really want to keep pressing Command Z, but so basically just kind of screw around with them for a bit. That's how I learned how to use the computer so well, is I just kind of took a day off and messed around, didn't really care if I screwed anything up. So let's change the temperature a little bit, see how that looks. That looks kind of cool. I'm trying to get like a yellow sort of haze, but I mean, if I get anything else, I don't really mind. I mean, that might look kind of cool. Might do that. Notice it really does, with these tools compared to the iPhoto tools, it really dramatically changes the look of the photo. I mean, this is where we are right now. I mean, notice how much different it looks compared to the original. I can't show you the original because I completely forgot to make a copy of it. But I mean, look how much different it looks. Now let's change some of these grays. You can change what color the grays are, so you can have like a tint to it. So I wanted that to be red. I forgot if you can make that a little less intense, but let's make that like orange. I can make the blacks any color I want. I mean, it's really, I just can't even think. I don't know, this is just an amazing application to me ever since I got it. You can just see how dramatic the changes are. I mean, this looks nothing like the original. There's not much more to say how much you can change things. And let's just say maybe I didn't want that temperature change that it did up here. I can just unclick that. It's done. It's not there anymore. Now I click it again. It's there again. So that's the really cool, probably the biggest thing about it is the editing, because that's a lot of what people get it for. But sadly, I'm going to make this an even longer review, so you can X out now because that's the biggest part. I wanted to get that done with. But I'm going to go into some of the other features you can use, because that's why I kept this app so long before reviewing it. It's because I wanted to see some of the hidden features. So down here you have your, for editors, if you're still watching, you have your crop. You can patch, you can retouch it, and you can take out red eye. You can auto straighten it if you think it's, if you think it's the wrong angle or the wrong, you just didn't hold the camera right or something. Haven't had that happen yet, but I bet I will. You can stamp, you can lift something. Don't know what these really mean. You can rotate, and this is just a standard selection tool. And then down here you have your little browser, so you can browse through your photos and select them as you go. Once again, yes, I did take all these. I know it's hard to believe. I don't even believe I did, but yeah. And over here you have a few more tools. You can say what type of viewer layout you want. I don't know what other ones there are. I'll be honest, I haven't actually found all of them, all the little features. Another cool thing about it is it displays a lot of metadata. Well, I can't even believe I said that right. But yeah, if your camera outputs data along with the photo in its digital format, Aperture will read it. Anything you have, you can actually input stuff to, like your caption, the name of the file, keywords for it. If you want to search for it in Spotlight, you can give credit to whoever took it, add a copyright, name it. You know, there's just endless possibilities. Like I said in my vlog before, there's nothing you can't do with the Mac. I'll be completely honest. So say I wanted to add these to, say I wanted to make an online album out of this. I wanted people to see my work. So let's make a new web page. Let's create with all images, and we're gonna make a web page out of this. Now this might take really long, so I might cut the video, but basically you can create a web page for it, and you can say nature photos. So that'll be my nature photo site, and you can change this up here. Okay, so here's your site now. Now this will direct you. Let's look at the hyperlink here, and it'll go to this. You'll have your metadata here. I can't believe I said that again. And you'll have your copyright for it here. And that'll change. I believe it'll automatically update it, but I'm not sure if you have to push it to wherever you upload it to. And that'll change as you change these fields here, or as the fields change. Sorry, Growler's being kind of annoying over there. So you have your pages for your albums. Here's your little selector up here. You can select what page you want to be on. If you want to be on 7, you are on 7. So, I mean, it really actually produces a great site where you can publish that to your server. You can publish it to MobileMe. Anyway, any method you want to get it online, that's cool, but it produces basically this. And you can also change the theme. You can have a black theme. I could have all these different themes, and I believe there are third parties who do make themes for it. And if not, basically every application on here supports Aperture in the media browser that is included with the application. So you can browse your photos that are already in Aperture and add them to your project in iWeb or Pages or whatever you might be working in. So that is Aperture. You can get it from Apple for $1.99. I got it from Mac Mall for a little bit less, forgot how much. Shipped them relatively fast, but either way, great application, and I highly recommend it. And if you're really not sure whether or not you want to buy yet, because maybe you aren't as serious about taking photos, or you're a little skeptical, go to apple.com/aperture and get the trial version, which lasts for, I believe, 30 days, if not 60. And you can purchase a trial key within that time period to upgrade to the full version and keep it for, obviously, however long you want. This has been another itsthurber.com review, and thanks for watching.